Golden Tigers fans, get ready. It's time for buckets, blocks, spills, thrills, steals, and slams. Thunder! Tuskegee basketball is next on the Golden Tigers Sports Network. Now, let's go courtside with the call. Here's Charles Ward.
And we are live inside Chappie James, getting set for Golden Tigers basketball on the Golden Tigers Network. Glad you could join us for the coverage. Charles Ward alongside Dwayne Walker with the call. And Walk, the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee get set to meet the Lady Marauders of Central State in SIC basketball this afternoon, coming off a very disappointing loss to the Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State.
Disappointing, yes. Why? Because the Thoroughbreds came in and did just that. They ran through the Golden Tigers. That has to change this afternoon.
In that ball game, the Golden Tigers with 20 turnovers converted into 19 points off of turnovers for the Thoroughbreds. That really set the stage in terms of those points off of the turnovers.
Yes, Charles, as we talked about, each game you're only going to get about 16 possessions. So if a third of the possessions are turnovers, that's not going to get done well. So needless to say, Coach Chappie and Wesley's group, they have to get it together this afternoon by taking care of the basketball.
And they will meet a pesky team in the Lady Marauders of Central State. They're looking for their fifth conference win.
Coach Chappie Parsons still has her women out here prepared for this afternoon game. They force almost 13 turnovers a game, so they can do it that way. They actually scored by committee as well. They did what they by committee. They've got only one score over 10 points. Abigail Peterson's averaging 12.9 points per game. And get this, Coach Parsons, of her 13 players on the roster, all 13 have gotten at least one start. So clearly she's trying to find the proper mix as we proceed through the SIAC conference schedule.
You talk about proper mix. We know that part of the mix for the Golden Tigers is that trio of McElroy, Boland, and Abdul Rahim. Got to play big games from all of them this afternoon.
Yeah, and most particularly, we're going to need a hot start from all three of those individuals. Last game against Kentucky State weren't really all together in unison from the beginning, so hopefully that will change this afternoon.
We'll keep an eye on those three as we keep an eye on everybody on the court as basketball action is set to come your way here on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Reginald Ruffin, your Director of Athletics, and you are watching the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
STEM careers are one of the fastest growing fields, yet women of color comprise less than 10% of the workforce within these high-paying jobs. Tuskegee University is changing this. In 2018, we were awarded a grant from the National Science Foundation to develop computer science career awareness for young African American women. In 2019, we established the Campaign for Leadership and Excellence Scholarship. It provides future female engineers with financial support to pursue their educational goals. Today, Tuskegee continues to educate African American women in STEM fields, empowering them to pursue their chosen careers and providing the foundation they need to transform science, medicine, and technology. If a STEM career is in your future, explore what Tuskegee can offer you.
And we are live inside Chappie James in the pregame as we get set for basketball action on the Golden Tigers Sports Network. The Golden Tigers of Tuskegee getting set to host the Lady Marauders of Central State. We're joined now by head coach Ciante Wester. Coach, thanks for joining us in the pregame.
Thank you for having me.
We have to take a quick look back and talk about the ball game against the Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State. They came in a very aggressive team defensively. And your thoughts about that ball game against them? They came in as the number one team in the West and sixth in the division.
That's taking it from they are a great team. I think we just had too many turnovers down the stretch, too many turnovers in the game. Rebound, we rebounded well, shot well from the floor, but I think they capitalized on the turnovers. They got maybe 12, 13 points, 8 something
18.
like that, 18 points. 18 points off of turnovers, so we got to do a better job turning the ball over, without turning the ball over.
Well, we're looking, that's in the rearview mirror now in terms of that loss to them. This afternoon, we meet the team that's number 5 in the West, and the Marauders of Central State. Your thoughts about them coming into Chappie James this afternoon, given that this is the 4th of the 4-game home set we had here at home?
Yes, we're looking to try to match them. They are a powerful team inside. They play inside out. They love to pound the ball inside. And they do have a couple of runners that like to get out in transition. So we got to make sure we get back and cover transition defense and box them out, keep them off the board as much as possible.
So what was your takeaway in terms of going back to that last ball game and coming into this one? Was there anything that you used from the last contest to motivate the team for this game this afternoon?
Just being consistent with running our offense, our offensive sets and everything. Like I said, we got the shots we want. We just got to knock them down and limit our turnovers.
Got a good performance out of a couple of key players in that last ball game. We get into the second half of the season. Players are really starting to find their rhythm for you. Brittany's coming around, Samaya coming off the bench. The combination seems to be there. And as we get into this ball game this afternoon, what are you going to be looking for early out of your squad?
Defensive stops, making defense stop rebounding the ball, and also we're going to try to get our post presence. We're looking to use our speed against them and try to score out of transitions as much as possible. I don't think their speed will match ours, so we're going to use our strength against them.
And how important, I know all of them are important now, but coming out of this home stretch, how important is this ball game getting set to go on the road next week?
Very important, because we want that momentum shift to be back on our side going on the road as well. So we don't want to drop too many games in a row. That haven't been our thing. So we want to keep focused, get back on the right track, and take that momentum going on the road and playing down in Memphis and Lemoore Owen.
Those two are coming up with Lane and Memphis on the next road trip.
Yes.
Business ahead here this afternoon, though, before we hit the road, Coach. Good luck in the ball game.
Thank you.
Head coach Deontay Wester as they get set to meet the Lady Marauders of Central State in basketball action just ahead on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Deontay Wester, head women's basketball coach, and this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Hey, Tuskegee!
This basketball season, shop the latest clothing, gifts, and of course, basketball merch from your one and only Tuskegee University bookstore. Visit us in-store or online at TuskegeeUniversityShop.com. See you soon.
Hello, Tuskegee fans. I'm Anthony Holloman, Commissioner of the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference, and this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network. Hello, Tuskegee.
Are you looking for education that leads to career success and something more? We are Tuskegee University, one of the nation's top-ranked HBCUs. We believe in education to fulfill your purpose. Here, you work hard because you dream harder. By pursuing your purpose, you will make a difference. Are you ready for something big? Let's get started.
Hey, future business leader. Launch your success story at one of the nation's premier HBCUs. Learn cutting-edge practices and feed your entrepreneurial spirit. Tuskegee University. We get the business of business education.
And welcome inside, everybody, to Chappie James Center, getting set for basketball action on the Golden Tigers Sports Network. So glad that you could spend part of your holiday with us, and happy Martin Luther King Day to everybody out there. Charles Ward, Dwayne Walker with the play call as the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee get set to meet the Lady Marauders of Central State University in basketball action. Tuskegee, 8-4 overall, 5-3 in conference play. And they'll meet the Lady Marauders coming in at 7-8 and 4-4 on the campaign. Take a look now at the starting lineup. We'll begin with the Lady Marauders of Central State. They're coached by Chappie Parsons. She's in her 4th season, and she will go with this lineup. It'll be the junior, Abigail Peterson. Peterson with 12 points per ball game average for the Lady Marauders. She'll be joined by the senior Naomi Shorts. Nothing short about her performance. 9.9 points per ball game for her, and she leads that team in assists with 1.9 per contest. Samara Savoy, the freshman from Reynoldsburg, Ohio, will start for the Lady Marauders as well. She averages 5.4 points per ball game. And joining her out on the floor to be DeShante Miller, the junior from Sandusky, Ohio. Miller on the season at 8.8 points per ball game, leads the Lady Marauders in the rebounds at 8.5 per contest. And rounding out the 5 for the Lady Marauders, it'll be Catalina Maros, the junior from Greensboro, North Carolina. Maros, 10 blocks on the season. She leads them in that category. Lady Marauders, 7-8 and 4-4 in conference play. They will meet the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee, coached by Ciante Wester. Coach Wester in her first campaign, affectionately known as Coach Penny. She will send out these 5 to start in this afternoon's contest. The senior, Ariel McElroy. McElroy with 11 points per ball game and 5.4 rebounds per outing for the Golden Tigers. The junior, Sinead Bobbitt, is starting in her 9th ball game for the Golden Tigers this afternoon. Bobbitt at 7 points per ball game, 3 rebounds. Michaela Malik, the senior, she'll get the start this afternoon. 4.8 points per ball game for Michaela. Brittany Boland, the junior from Trophy Club, Texas, looking to have a trophy-type afternoon this afternoon. 13.4 points per ball game for Boland. And rounding out the 5 for the Golden Tigers, it'll be the junior, Jasmine Manuel from St. Louis, Missouri. And Jasmine, 6 blocks on the season, 6.2 rebounds per outing for her, or 6.2 points per ball game for Manuel. So those are the starters for both teams. Getting set for basketball action. Officials for this afternoon's contest: Jarvis Jester, Stanley Wormley, and Tori Durrett with the play call here from Chappie James. Tuskegee in their home white. It'll be Maros jumping for the Lady Marauders when play gets set, and Jasmine sets up in the square for Tuskegee to get things going. You can come on in, Wade.
Are you going to bring me in, Ward? Jeez, Louise. Back to you, Ward.
That's enough for you? We'll cut you off there.
Yes, that's it. Enough said.
Just on the way here. Jumper out front by Shorts is off the mark. Charles Ward, Dwayne Walker. He's the guy that's going to do most of the talking. So.
No, it's not me. It's all about you, Charles.
Malik down in the paint, and the first turnover of the ball game gives it over to the Lady Marauders of Central State.
Charles, that was a point of emphasis coming in. We talked about the 20 turnovers last time out against Kentucky State. They must cut those turnovers down, averaging 16.2 a game.
Shorts with it. Up top to Peterson. Left side of the floor now. They move it all the way through the paint. The runner there is off the mark by Savoy on the inside. Manuel ties it up with Miller. And the arrow gives it over to the Golden Tigers.
Charles, in the early going, I'm going to look for the Golden Tigers to try to transition the basketball up and down the court against these bigs for Central State.
Brittany with the basketball out front, half-court set for the Golden Tigers. Now McElroy handles. Across the floor to Malik, now at the block. Manuel. She'll turn, push it back out, and Boland for her first 3-pointer of the ball game. Rattles it good for Tuskegee.
Right out of the gate, getting warm, Brittany Boland. And Charles, we know she can make threes in batches.
Started out hitting her first 3 in the ball game against the Thoroughbreds. Went cold from there. But a good start for her on this Monday afternoon. Rebound to Malik and Tuskegee. Brittany wants to push it. Behind the arc, Malik right side of the floor. 8:20 left here, first period of play. Glad you could join us for our coverage as McElroy handles out front. A-Mac gives it up on the weave to Malik. 10 to shoot now for Tuskegee. Jasmine's away from the basket. Now to McElroy. 4 to shoot. And Ariel's got to get it airborne. Brittany knows it. She'll fire it before the buzzer. Crease the rim.
Oh, no, that's incomplete. That hit the rim. That hit the rim. Sure. That should not be a reset. That basketball hit the rim, Charles.
Good call. Nice job on that. It did hit the rim. It's clear. One of the officials away from the basket said that it was a shot clock violation. So your first controversy of the afternoon.
Well, I'm trying to keep it to a minimum. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you're never winning at any of them anyways. Peterson trying to dump it inside to Miller if they can get it there. They go outside instead. It's taken away by Bobbitt on the outside. Sine wants to run the floor right side all the way through underneath. Too far under the cylinder. Basketball to Boland, left corner. Her shot's off the mark. Jasmine fights for the rebound and clears it for Tuskegee. Malik right side, McClellan to the glass, and Malik with her first 2 of the basketball game.
Textbook by Malik, Charles, using the backboard that close to the basket.
Oh, Peterson out front there, showing range with a triple.
Charles, she's the leading scorer for the Marauders, and she's also the team leader in made three-point attempts with 38 now on the season.
Bobbitt trying to answer with a 3-point shot. Her attempt is off the mark. Maros comes away with the rebound for Central State. Tuskegee with a 5-3 lead.
Charles, more times than not, Central State, they're going to begin their offense from a half-court set. Why? Because it's taken their bigs a while to get down the floor.
Short running jumper left side, missed it on the glass.
Run.
Leak clears. Entry pass, Jasmine. Drop back, now inside the paint. Good hard push by her right side. Morose trying to catch up, and she will commit the foul.
Katarina Morose inside there, committing her first foul. She looks over at Coach Parson. And Charles, that's Parson without an S. I want you to be tipping to put that S on Parsons to make it, Parson to make it Parsons. But you realize that their head coach, she graduated from West Virginia, the Mountaineers, the #1 women's scorer in school history, Charles.
Did not know that. Meanwhile, Manuel hits the first free throw for the Golden Tigers. Parson in her 4th campaign at Central State, as Manuel rang up both free throws. Half-court set, Peterson. Maros just getting in there in position inside the paint. She's doubled there, got it across the floor to Miller. Miller inside, had it tapped from behind. Good defensive work there by Tuskegee. Peterson behind the arc. Try to get it inside to Maros. Good denial of that basketball by Bobbitt on the inside, and a whistle. Marquardt from Jasmine, but good defensive work.
Michaela Malik, if she was paying attention, if she had her head on a swivel, you should always know where the basketball is. Ball, you man, but your head has to always be on the basketball to know where it is.
6:11 left first period of play. Tuskegee with a 7-3 lead. Running jumper in the corner. That one's off the mark by Peterson. Basketball out to Sine. She'll run the floor left side. Now back to McElroy. A-Mac Boland for 3. Boland missed on that one. Backside rebound to Jasmine, though. There for a putback.
Excellent foul by Manuel, not giving up on that three-point attempt by Boland and scooping up that offensive rebound to score.
Peterson stepping back with a 3 there. Missed on the shot. Rebound at the block was corralled by Savoy, but she was standing on the inbound line, so it goes over to Tuskegee.
Jaquel Brownell now checks in the ball game, Charles, wearing jersey number 44. And she, Charles, she had some size to her. She's a 6'2 junior forward out of Dayton, Ohio.
Leads them from the free throw line. And a big presence on the floor. Manuel in the corner. Tied up there. Trying to push it back out. Got it to McElroy. Across the floor. It's a May for 3. Front of the iron. Rebounds cleared by Savoy. 5:20 left first period of play. Tuskegee with a 9-3 lead. Back the other way. They try to dump it down low inside to Brunel. And Brunel not able to handle that basketball on the inside.
Shorts was trying
to go back the other way.
I was going to say Shorts trying to get it to the taller player down low, Jaquel Brunel, who had a mismatch against Ariel McCoy, but they couldn't convert.
Right side, Bobbitt trying to convert. Left-hand shot by her, rattled it, but it wouldn't stay down. A rebound cleared by Miller. And here comes Central State again. Peterson at the block to Brunel. She'll turn back to the right side and bank it home.
Okay, Jaquel Brunel getting on the board for the first time. 9-5 with 4:44 to play first period.
Good drop step by her on the other end of the floor. Manuel trying to go back to work on Brunel. Left-hander inside. Jasmine answers with a basket inside.
Charles, that's very impressive. She has 6 early points on 2 field goals and a pair of free throws. She's looking dominant so far in this game.
Shorts out front now for Central State. We're at 4:20 left, first period of play. Tuskegee by 6. Promotional from the free throw, works to the right side. Oh, misses on that penetration.
Charles, what's unfortunate about that is Jasmine Manuel's a little tired on that. She's going to be the sub here if I'm not mistaken. Preferably she wouldn't have gotten that foul because you could tell she's coming right out.
So Promotional will be at the line when we return. Tuskegee leads at 11-5. We're at 4:13 left, first period. More basketball just ahead on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Drayton Florence, 2023 SIAC Hall of Fame inductee. Thank you for watching the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
From us at the Tuskegee University Bookstore, thank you for watching the Golden Tiger Sports Network. Shop exclusive TU gear in-store or online at TuskegeeUniversityShop.com. Go Tigers!
Hey, future business leader. Launch your success story at one of the nation's premier HBCUs. Learn cutting-edge practices and feed your entrepreneurial spirit. Tuskegee University. We get the business of business education.
Back to live action. Bobbitt guilty of the foul of Promotional, and she's at the line shooting. Bobbitt's first of the ball game. 4:13 left, first period. Promotional already with a field goal inside the paint. Now shooting. Couple of substitutions on the floor for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. Alana Roberts, the junior, out on the floor, and Samaya Abdur-Rahim, the senior from Prairie View, Texas, or Grand Prairie, Texas, on the floor now. Basketball tapped around, and so is Jara Zhang getting some early play after a good performance in the ball game against the Thoroughbreds. Zhang, the freshman from Herndon, Virginia. Up top, Malik with the basketball. Over to Jara, left side. 9 to shoot for Tuskegee. Malik with the jumper left side, left it short. Rebounds cleared on the inside by the Marauders. They come back the other way to the rack, right side. An easy penetration there by Diamond Phillips, the junior, who just got out on the floor and got her first points of the ball game.
Making her very first appearance, as you just mentioned, Charles. Excellent job of taking the ball right to the bucket.
Tie up on the other end of the floor. Malik went down hard trying to catch up with that basketball, and so was Cameron Nadir. They call a foul on Nadir there for the Marauders. So she picks up her first.
So it'll be a side out for the Golden Tigers. A little delay here. I believe we're trying to adjust the shot clock.
3:26 remains in this first period. They got the shot clock at 20, and play has resumed with Boland handling out front. Jang sets a screen left side. Brittany trying to take advantage of it. Over to Malik. Michaela doubled in the corner. Back up to Brittany. 8 to shoot. Down at the block. They got Roberts at the baseline. Nicely done by Boland on the recognition. Wow. With her first 2 points of the contest.
What a spot by Brittany Boland. She easily could have created her own shot, but instead she found Robert down underneath the basket for a bucket. Brittany Boland, Charles, is second on the team in assists, 28th on the year.
Nice one there. The recognition on the inside. Hard turn to the glass, and good jumper there by Nadir.
And Charles, let me tell you about Cameron Nadir. She's the best athlete on this team and best player on the team, even though she's coming off the bench.
Boy, that jump shot really showed it there, though, Walt. Good poise on that. Roberts at the block. She's double there. Back to Samaya. Abdur, foul line extended with the jumper. Oh, yeah.
Charles, her mid-range game has been strong the past 3 or 4 contests.
I like it, Walt. It's a nice call. She has definitely come to life from the floor. Nadir working the baseline. Pushes up top. Promotional with a jumper there. Back of the iron, but the rebound. Nadir, jumper in the paint, hit the front of the iron. Basketball to Tuskegee.
Charles, you talked about Abdur-Rahim, who has the basketball right now coming alive. She's second on the team in shooting percentage. Good look again.
Oh, yeah. This time from Malik outside. Found Roberts cutting with the lay-in.
Charles, what makes that play effective is that Roberts is moving without the basketball and going towards the bucket.
Nice call on that. Last couple of trips down the floor, she's done exactly that. Found the space. A couple of easy lay-ins as a result.
Charles, there's so much more you can do as a basketball player besides watching the action. If you're always in motion, it makes you more difficult to defend. And Elena Roberts early doing an excellent job of being mobile and being available.
Yeah, you talk about that, and that's at every level. As Trinity Layton checks in, handles in the corner. Just about Steph Curry, for example, a player that's, once that play starts, he's always moving on the floor. Gets easy baskets sometimes as a result. Half-court set for the Lady Marauders. Golden Tigers, 8-4 overall, trying to stretch the conference mark to 6-3. Nadir shots blocked by the freshman Trinity Layton in that half-court set. Shot clock was running down, and Nadir tried to get it airborne, but Trinity said, I don't think so.
The junior, Cameron Nadir, like I said, the best athlete and player on this Marauders team, trying to take advantage of a freshman, but the freshman was equal to the task, blocked the shot, grabbed the block shot, and forced Nadir to foul.
Out front now, Roberts on a push in the corner, doubled there, trouble. Got it back out front to McElroy. We're under a minute remaining. Jang lost it momentarily. Back to McElroy. On a give. Jang. Jara shot rejected on the inside by Brownell. Leads to a run out by the Lady Marauders. Whistles and a travel violation.
That wasn't very nice of, I was going to say, Charles, that wasn't very nice of Jaquel Brownell. Well, she rejected that basketball. She could have done it a little more softly than that.
Making a statement, right? Well, Trinity had a pretty decent block on the Deer on the other end, so they were going tit for tat on that. But a little rest with the Golden Tigers with 36 seconds left in this first period of play. They lead at 17-9. Zamaya works it right side, lost her dribble. Now on the weave, McElroy. Amac can't get airborne, goes down in the corner to Jara. Jara threw it right over to Phillips. Here comes Diamond Phillips one-on-one against McElroy. Goes left side, missed on the left hand. And there's Roberts running the floor back the other way with a 3-on-1. Abdur Rahim to the glass, and she finishes.
Wise decision by Abdur Rahim to take that basketball herself.
Nice ball fake on that to create the space to get the lay-in. They will count that basket out front by Keontae Lewis, the redshirt sophomore, at the buzzer. She got a three-pointer there, Walker.
No question, Charles. Got that basketball. Let's see if we can get a look at it. Oh, count it, man. I'd love to see that on a replay. I see. Let's see, Eric. Let's roll. I don't think that. She did. Yeah, that should not have counted. Ooh, that should not have counted. Excellent work by our camera crew to pick that up. Didn't look like they got that shot off, but there is no instant replay, and that's a call that the official makes live during the action. But it didn't look as though she got that off.
They're going to give them the credit right there, and I will give her the credit with that three-pointer, make it 19-9. Utilities Board of Tuskegee is a proud sponsor of Golden Tigers basketball on the Golden Tigers Sports Network. UBT puts the power in your hands to enjoy the things that matter most. Utilities Board of Tuskegee. Purpose, progress, people.
And Charles, on a bang-bang play like that, when you look at the mechanics of the official, when he puts up the three, that means that he has it. So that means that, in his view, she got the ball off in time.
Well, we just take another look at it. That one, you see, we talked about the red light as she still had it in her possession. But that light just lighting up around the cylinder of the backboard.
But if you were to play that back, if you watch the official's action, he puts his hand, watch his hand go up. There's still 1 second left on the clock. Let's watch. If we roll it back just a little bit, see, did you catch it right there? There's 1 second left on the clock. Let's go. See, he puts his hand up at one. So in his eyes, until he hears something, that's a bucket to him. Do you follow what I'm saying? Hand goes up with 1 second. So that's a bang-bang play, Charles.
Well, it was a bang-bang three, and they get a turnover here starting the second period. And Phillips will be fouled and head to the line for the Lady Marauders.
Mm-hmm.
Understand that replay is being reviewed, if you will, not this particular play, but the conference in terms of the SIAC is looking at the advent of possibly introducing replays into game play. But as you referenced, that's not standing procedure right now, so that basket did count, and Phillips at the line now, and she converts on the first free throw.
And, Charles, they do have an observer that's here on hand from the SIC checking out the officials. But, again, it's all about mechanics. When he looks at the clock and he sees 1 second left on it and he puts his hand up, he's indicating that it's going to be that it's a three-point attempt.
Abdur-Rahim pushes in the corner. Leighton fires a three. Trinity missed on that shot. They fight for the rebound. It's loose on the floor over to Central State. Phillips with a hard push middle on the floor. Slides left side. Now lead behind down in the corner. Got it into the hands of Catherine Jones, the junior, who's out on the floor. Missed shot from outside. And the basketball back to Tuskegee as Abdur-Rahim comes across the timeline. Samaya lost the dribble, and they'll get it for the travel.
Charles, the Golden Tigers did an excellent job in that first quarter of play of taking care of the basketball. Only had 2 turnovers. And, Charles, let's check our score sheets because I have the Marauders with a total of 12 points. What do you have on your side? I've got a 3 by, let me see, I've got a 3 by Peterson, a 3 by Lewis, 2 by Phillips, 2 by Nadir, 2 by Brunel. If you get a turnover.
We're back the other way. This is Phillips, left side to the rack, missed on the shot. Backside rebound on a putback. That one's off the mark as well. It was Layla Christian who missed on that second shot opportunity, and the basketball back over to Tuskegee.
So I've got
Peterson with 3.
Phillips with 2.
I've got 2 and a free throw by her.
Lewis with 4. Nadir with 2, and Brunel with 2. So, Charles, on my sheet, I've got 13.
13. That's what I've got.
Now, keep in mind, we are not official.
Not at all.
We're not official, but...
Basketball to Tuskegee, half-court set, 8:35 remaining, first half of play. Manual contact on the inside, and they'll go back the other way.
And, Charles, that's going to send Jasmine Manuel to the bench. He collected – no, correction. That's just their first foul. They gave that one to Sine Bobbitt, the one we thought was going to go to Manuel.
Yeah, early on.
Go ahead, Charles.
You're right. It went to Sine early on, so that was Jasmine's first. 8:26. Tuskegee with a 9-point lead. Phillips, half-court set. They'll try to get their bigs in place in this half-court. Instead, Phillips fires a three-pointer from outside. Basketball tapped around. It comes to Michaela. Outlet pass to McElroy. Amack up the floor to Samaya, left side. Samaya had it tapped from behind, and it'll stay with Tuskegee. Phillips with aggressive defense catching up with that play for Central State. Samaya to inbound it. Gotta hurry. Now got it inside to Jasmine. Jasmine going right to work inside the paint. Underneath the defense, missed on the shot.
Love her aggressiveness.
Comes away. Whistles and a travel violation there on Jones.
Sorry, Charles. I was going to say that I love Jasmine Manuel's aggressiveness so far in this first half of play. She's got a couple of field goals as well as a couple of free throws. But I like the fact that she's being the aggressor. She's not waiting. She's making her move, taking her shots.
And that's exactly what Coach Wester wants out of her inside. McElroy, half-court set. We're at 7:43 left first half. Tuskegee by 9. On a weave, and it's tapped out of bounds, fortunately for Tuskegee. That pass was headed directly out of bounds, thrown by McElroy. Bolden jumps out and handles the basketball. Bobbitt with the screen. Brittany down in the corner. Michaela for 3. Missed on the shot. Backside rebound cleared by Peterson, the junior, back out on the floor now for Coach Parson. At the block, left side, this is Brunel. Left-hand shot by Brunel to the glass. That's nicely done. Brunel going to the left-hand soft hook shot. She's got 4 first half. Malik They're trying to get it to Jasmine inside, but they're doubling her. Across the floor, Bobbitt. Down in the corner, Boland pops a three. Brittany rattles it good. Double B good with the three.
Charles, she shot that basketball in rhythm. Wasted no time. Got it, cocked it, shot it, made it.
Lewis on the move. She lost it. Boland going one-on-one now. She will challenge Shorts to the rack and missed on the shot. Rebound, McElroy at the block to save it to Brittany. And the trail there by Ariel.
And Charles, the Central State Marauders, they're laboring on the defensive side. They need a timeout.
Manuel got a rebound for a second shot opportunity inside the paint, and she's fouled.
Look at Jaquel Bronow, number 44. She will come out immediately here, I suspect.
I think she picked up that foul, trailing that play there, Walker.
That's called a tired foul. You're tired, you want to stop the action. I know I can stop it. Let me go ahead and commit this foul.
You won't take me out. I'll find a way to stop action. That's her first. So number 44 fouls number 44. Free throw, first one's missed. Tuskegee from the line, 61% as a squad shooting. 13th in the conference in that category. Jasmine 1 of 2 that time from the free throw line.
Charles, she has 7 points to lead all scorers, including 3 of 4 from the charity stripe.
Good start for her. First couple of baskets on the inside. Good work by her on the footwork to get those. 6:20 left first half. Tuskegee with a 23-12 lead. Peterson hard push right side, banked it but left it short. Rebound fought for at the block by Miller and a whistle.
Sine Bobbitt in position along with Malik, both walling up, protecting the basket.
Peterson had it tapped by Michaela, almost took it away. Maros out behind the arc, right side. Now they push it across the floor with 7 to shoot. They clear things out and whistles on the inside. Travel violation on Deshaunte Miller.
Deshaunte Miller just could not get her feet together. She's trying to make a move, but had too much to think about.
Bobbitt over to McElroy. We're at 5:50 left first half. Now, here's Boland, double B, same result.
It's called, no, triple B. Triple B, because that's her third three-pointer of the night. She's got 9.
Brittany Boland basket. That's the triple B. 5:30. Peterson trying to answer, stretching a 3. Can't find the cylinder on that one. It goes out of bounds. We go back over to the Golden Tigers. 5:29 left. They lead it 26-12. McElroy with it across the timeline. She'll work it left side. Entry pass, Roberts. Foul line extended all the way through. Morose caught up with it and swatted it out of bounds, but it'll stay with Tuskegee. Boland to inbound it. Pushes out front McElroy. Back to Boland, behind the arc, squares again, same result.
Charles, we've seen a similar performance from Brittany Boland. I believe it was the first game coming back from the break when she hit 5 3-point baskets in the first half of play. I believe that was against Allen, if I'm not mistaken.
Indeed it was. She won that impact belt for her performance in that ball game. Had a chance to talk to her the following contest. Maros almost lost it at the baseline. Got it back out front. This is Shorts with a jumper from outside. Missed on that, but a put back left side. That's nicely done by Deshaunte Miller, the junior.
Impressive by Deshaunte Miller getting on the board for the very first time for the Marauders.
Boland over to McElroy. Michaela, entry pass, Alana. Nice drop step by her at the baseline. Pulls it back out to Brittany. Brittany got a lane to the basket now. Looks like they're going to get her for a push off. So she pushed that far off. Now going to get some space, so she picks up her first.
28-14, Charles. And there's a timeout on the floor.
4:21 remains first half. Tuskegee with a comfortable 28-14 lead. Walk as we take a look at some of the numbers from this first half of play.
All right, we'll go right to the free throws, as you know we do. 3 of 4 from the line. All of those courtesy of Jasmine Manuel. 2-point field goal story, 41% for Tuskegee. 3-point land, 3 of 10. Look at the rebounding story. Out-rebounding Central State, 22-16. 8 assists, which means the Tuskegee sharing the basketball. The turnover story knotted at 7. And there goes that fast break story we're talking about. Surprisingly, Central State has more fast break points than Tuskegee. I know Coach Shiante Wester said they wanted to get going in transition tonight, but that's something that on the other side, Kathy Parson wanted to do for her Central State Marauders group.
Series between these teams, Tuskegee leads at 8-7 overall. Today is the 16th meeting between Central State and Tuskegee. Last year, Tuskegee handled the Lady Marauders in tournament play, won that one 73-50. Right now, Tuskegee on a 5-game win streak amongst these teams, which dates back to 2022. The last 10 matchups have heavily favored Tuskegee. 8 wins, 2 losses in the last 10 meetings. Peterson, after the timeout, fires a jumper out front, missed on the shot. Saved by McElroy, going out of bounds over to Boland. Brittany across the timeline. Walker, I've got Brittany at 4 3-pointers in this first half of play.
Yeah, she does. That's what I said.
I think our stats showed that it was only 3 3-pointers for Tuskegee. Just put them on the screen. Malik, left corner, Alana. Alana spins inside the paint, got the space, and a whistle. Call that foul on Miller, trying to catch up with Alana Roberts. Alana showing some really good footwork in a half-court set for Tuskegee and running the floor as well.
Running the floor, creating angles, charging the basket, and creating opportunities like this one at the free throw line.
Ooh, got us straight up 6 o'clock on that one. That one went straight up and straight down.
Got the shooter's roll. Shooter's bounce, I should say. She's got 5 early points, Charles, and I want to say that matches her average.
Got that one as well. Yeah, she averages under 2 points per ball game for Tuskegee, so well ahead of it now with her performance in this first half. Peterson step back from the free throw line. The spinner falls good for Peterson. Just enough space for her to create the jump shot at the free throw line, and she hit it.
Yes, Charles, she's got 5 points. You mentioned our score is 30-16, and should Tuskegee roll off another 18 points, it would be 48-16. I'm sure that might be a little sensitive to some of the Dallas Cowboy fans out there.
Yeah, don't remind them.
I had to get that. I said today, if anybody has 48 or 16, I'm going to make a reference to it. I couldn't resist. I'm sorry.
That's okay. 3 over. Remember now, you have football left in your haven this evening, don't you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Up there in Buffalo. You see the weather up in Buffalo?
Yeah. Oh, that's to your advantage.
Challenging. Well, I don't know, man. Pittsburgh, they play in snowy conditions as well.
Good point. Meanwhile, Layton in a half-court set for Tuskegee. Trinity, hard push inside the paint, tied up there, jump ball call.
Oh, yeah. Maros was right there to meet Trinity that was trying to go to the bucket right there near the free throw line and smartly tied her up.
On the arrow, it'll be Abdur-Rahim to inbound it for Tuskegee as we're at 2:50 remaining in first half. Entry pass, Roberts. Alana doubled there. Back to Trinity. Trinity, foul line extended. Had it tied up. They were able to muscle it up toward the cylinder. And she's going to be rewarded shooting free throws.
Yeah, I got to tell you something. Abdur-Rahim got away with the travel, taking that basketball out underneath the baseline. You can only move from the out-of-bounds position after a made basket. But on that situation, she kind of took a couple steps to her right, and no travel was called.
Layton from the free throw line got that first one to fall. And how big of a return is this for Layton in this basketball game, Dwayne? In the contest we saw against the Thoroughbred, one instance where she kind of got frustrated and caused a real shift in the ball game. But Coach Wester putting her right back out here in his action this afternoon, saying that's all in the rearview mirror.
Absolutely. That's precisely what I was going to say, Charles. It's all about a new day. You have to forget about what happened in the past. It's all about what you can do moving forward, presently and then moving forward.
Got them both from the line. It's 34-16, Tuskegee with the lead.
Charles, Trinity Layton keeps grabbing her back, her lower left back. So let's watch that. And she's going to be committed with a foul, charged with a foul right there. After that move, she took her left hand and grabbed her back. So see, watch her, Charles, on this. Look at her right there in your screen right there. Let's watch her. Let's see if she's showing some favoritism on that back. See how she's grabbing her, putting her hands behind her back, supporting her back?
Yeah, no question about it. We'll try to see if we can't get a shot of this down at the Tuskegee sideline. Fourth player down, I think that's Brittany Boland with the little massaging device that's on her back. The little 4 red lights that are lit up there behind her. That's the same device that Trinity had before she got out on the floor. So you get to this point in the season, you got those nagging injuries, and the back can certainly be one of them that she's certainly showing it in terms of favoring it.
Excellent point, Charles.
She works it down inside the Roberts, who's really showing her wear this afternoon. Trinity, head fake, nice job there. Can she get the jumper? Oh, yeah, freshman, nicely done in the corner.
I like it, Charles. How she has bounced back.
Got her at 4 now, Walk, with 2 minutes remaining. Peterson, spinner inside the paint, missed on the floater shot. Rebound, a run down in the corner by Lewis. Lady Marauders get another look here. Bounce pass. Working across the floor. This is Savoy. Back out front now. Jumper knocked down by Shorts way out front.
Beautiful skip pass to Naomi Shorts getting on the board for the first time.
We go back the other way with a travel violation. Kylie Brown out on the floor for Coach Wester to get her for the travel. Alana Roberts going to the Tuskegee bench with high fives all around. Great job for her in this first half of play. Jara Jane back out on the floor, taking her spot. Peterson foul line extended. The roller this time rolls off. Kylie Brown with the rebound over to Samaya. Samaya down at the block. Jara across the floor. Good pass to Manuel. Jasmine to the rack. Got the lay-in, and she's going to the free throw line.
Strong move by Jasmine Manuel. And I want to give credit for Abdur Rahim passing the ball, up-personing the ball to Zhang. And notice she didn't give Zhang the basketball until she got right underneath the basket in a position where she could either shoot it or pass it, and she opted to find Manuel on the cross side for the easy bucket.
Great call on that, because that's exactly how it unfolded. You don't want to get it out there too early to them to force them to do something unnatural, and that was a perfect set there with the pass from Samaya. 67 seconds left, first half of play. Turnover there by the Lady Marauders. Gives it back over to Tuskegee. Full court pressure. Abdul Rahim in the backcourt now. Gotta hurry now. Trinity trying to cross the timeline. They won't get there. So that's a surprise. Full court pressure by the Lady Marauders just got the Golden Tigers off step.
And Charles, as we enter under a minute to play, on average, Central State averaging 70 points a game, 69.9. So the Golden Tigers have done a phenomenal job in limiting their points.
Shorts with a jumper right side. Missed on that one. Trinity clears. 48 seconds left. Tuskegee by 18 as Trinity handles left side. Top of the block now to Jasmine. Trying to get it to Jara. She'll put it on the floor instead. Now back across the floor to Layton. Foul line extended. Abdul Rahim with 10 to shoot. Samaya, hop step, got the space, and the travel.
Now, Charles, I know that looked like a travel, but I thought that was a nicely done hop step.
Yeah, I had no problem with the play either. But we don't count.
No.
Short again, right side. Samaya pushing across the timeline, slides all the way through to the rack. Front bank shot by Samaya.
Again,
she
Charles,
knows her way once she gets in that paint.
Man, her midcourt game.
This time, Peterson trying to connect on another three-pointer before the buzzer. She's short on that shot. And we come to the end of first half play. Tuskegee with a 40-20 lead over the Lady Marauders of Central State. We'll take a timeout here. More basketball from Chappie James on the Golden Tigers Sports Network is just ahead.
Hi, I am Lily Lanier, president of the Tuskegee National Alumni Association. and you're watching the Golden Tigers Sports Network. Thank you.
Tuskegee didn't start off as a big campus. It started off in a small shack in the back of a church. The focus was always to build the community up. We share in a culture together that it's kind of hard to explain. You gotta live it, you gotta enjoy it. It's the HBCU experience. It's nothing short than beautiful. So my name is Dia Hunter. I am an assistant professor of construction management here at Tuskegee. The students make the institution special. You're gonna deal with students that are brilliant, students who have a mind for construction. They bring diverse backgrounds, diverse ways of life. I love sharing this with students. I love giving them the tools that they need in order to be great at it.
Just because we're at HBCU doesn't mean our education is different. Don't get me wrong, we have different values and traditions and culture and things like that. So we're gonna have different outlooks, different understandings on things, and that makes for a better company is diverse minds. I am Kaylin Parham, a graduating senior construction science and management major, hailing from the Rocket City, Huntsville, Alabama. And to be a part of Tuskegee University's construction science and management program is to be a part of history. In this field, I'm underrepresented. I'm a Black woman, so obviously it's not going to be a lot of people like me, and that's okay because we're still working for diversity. But the part that I would like to see more is the inclusion part. So yes, you have a Black girl here and an Asian guy there, but do they feel comfortable in this environment? Do they feel like they're actually a part of the team? Let's start with HBCUs and coming here and getting to know our students and our programs. You'll see that not only are we coming with the knowledge that you need us to have, but we also have some different perspectives you might not have.
We have to give back. Everybody counts or nobody counts, and that's got to be part of leadership. By Procore taking the lead on this scholarship program and partnering with AGC as a Grand Slam home run. Well, I'm Bob Bowen, chairman and founder of Bowen Engineering. We can make a real difference in our industry, in our community, in our society. We're a better place to go than Tuskegee or the other HBCUs.
The Lifting the Veil of Ignorance statue represents Booker T. Washington telling all the slaves what they can be in the world. Today, I think the Lifting the Veil statue represents what we're showing the world. And hey, we got great students that can produce great work in all disciplines. HBCUs produce top students. My name is Dr. Shauna L. Rogers. I'm associate professor at Tuskegee University. Right now, diversity is what we need in this country. Specifically construction, we're running out of workers. The more that we are open to diversity, the more we're open to giving these students chances, it'll make everything better. Hey, we're here. It's 11 HBCUs that offer construction science, construction management. All 11 have great students. All 11 are well prepared. You just gotta give them a chance.
And we're back live inside Chappie. James getting set for men's action on the Golden Tigers Sports Network. Golden Tigers winners against the Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State a couple of days ago. And we're joined by head coach Benchy Taylor. And coach, thanks for joining us in the pregame.
Always a pleasure, always a pleasure.
I know these is really happy circumstances for a 72-66 win over the Thoroughbreds. Talk about that ball game, your reflection on it.
Well, we finished finally down the stretch. We still didn't execute some things well, and they're pretty good, but we won up with the win just because we committed to going inside. We only took 7 threes the entire game, so the kids understood the mission and stayed with the game plan, and it worked for us.
Well, you shot over 50% from the floor and then 50% plus from behind the arc. Just like you said, you only had 7 made, but those were big baskets for you that made a difference in this contest.
Yeah, we were pretty efficient the other night, and we had to put that behind us pretty quickly because we have another good team coming in here. And as we said at the beginning of the year, the SIAC is a gauntlet, man, so today's going to be another tough game.
Indeed. This is going to be the fourth one of the 4-game home set for us here at Chappie James. And I know all of them are important now, but getting that one against Kentucky State and then perhaps another one here will really put some wind behind the sails of the Golden Tigers.
Yeah, and we're going to need it going into the road series. And if we win this, it'll be 3 out of 4. Going into the road series, we have a little bit more confidence. The young guys have a little bit more pep in their step now, and somehow I'm a little bit better coach just because we figured out how to win a game, you know.
That always helps, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
You've seen this Marauders team on film. What do you see from them in terms of how you got to play them?
They got great size, 2 through 5. They got great size, probably the best size in the conference in terms of their wings are big. They can score 3 levels. Mr. Jackson, number 11, is playing really well. He had 7 for 10 from threes the other night against Spring Hill. So, yeah, we got a work cut out for us. We're going to have to compete on the glass and play even better than we did Saturday.
In the win against Kentucky State, we talked a little bit about it in the postgame, was that we had that platoon, if you will, as it relates to the guard situation. We'll expect to see the same here this afternoon.
Oh, yeah, we're going to platoon it again and then platoon it again, and kind of go from there. We're really banged up and got a lot of guys really in the bench area that have played great and has given us quality minutes.
When you talk about quality minutes, you certainly got some from Martez. He had a double-double in the ball game against Kentucky State. But DeAnthony Pennington coming back into the lineup, starting to settle in a lot more, the more reps he's getting to play more.
Yeah, he's getting more confidence with that hand. He's still in a lot of pain with it, but he's starting to get a better feel for the game with the hand. He's just a right-handed. He's a right-handed dribbler, right-handed shooter, so it's been a little bit of a problem, but he played well the other night, and Martez was 26 and 13 again. Sure. So, yeah.
Well, we hope we see the same from them again this afternoon against the Marauders of Central State. Coach, best of luck.
Yeah, appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Head Coach Benchy Taylor as they get set to meet the Marauders of Central State in Golden Tigers basketball. That's just ahead on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
I like it over here.
Yeah, so do I. It's good stuff. Yeah.
Tuskegee didn't.
Tuskegee University's founder, Booker T. Washington, said, "Excellence is to do a common thing in an uncommon way." At many universities, big classes are common. Not at Tuskegee. We have small classes with a 14-to-1 average student-to-teacher ratio. This formula for excellence ensures individualized attention. You get to know your professors, and they get to know you well enough to recommend you for internships, research, graduate programs, and job opportunities. Small classes, big impact. It's all part of educational excellence at Tuskegee University.
For all the ways you love to play, Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easier than ever to get what you need and have fun out there. Get free shipping on your favorite brands at academy.com or get free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store.
Hey Tuskegee fans! This basketball season, shop the latest clothing, gifts, and of course, basketball merch from your one and only Tuskegee University bookstore. Visit us in-store or online at TuskegeeUniversityShop.com. See you soon!
Tuskegee didn't start off as a big campus. It started off in a small shack in the back of a church. The focus was always to build the community up. We share in a culture together that it's kind of hard to explain. You gotta live it, you gotta enjoy it. It's the HBCU experience. It's nothing short than beautiful. So my name is Dia Hunter. I am an assistant professor of construction management here at Tuskegee. The students make the institution special. You're gonna deal with students that are brilliant, students who have a mind for construction. They bring diverse backgrounds, diverse ways of life. I love sharing this with students. I love giving them the tools that they need in order to be great at it.
Just because we're at HBCU doesn't mean our education is different. Don't get me wrong, we have different values and traditions and culture and things like that. So we're gonna have different outlooks, different understandings on things, and that makes for a better company is diverse minds. I am Kaylin Parham, a graduating senior construction science and management major, hailing from the Rocket City, Huntsville, Alabama. And to be a part of Tuskegee University's construction science and management program is to be a part of history. In this field, I'm underrepresented. I'm a Black woman, so obviously it's not gonna be a lot of people like me, and that's okay because we're still working for diversity, but the part that I would like to see more is the inclusion part. So yes, you have a Black girl here and an Asian guy there, but do they feel comfortable in this environment? Do they feel like they're actually a part of the team? Let's start with HBCUs and coming here and getting to know our students and our programs. You'll see that not only are we coming with the knowledge that you need us to have, but we also have some different perspectives you might not have.
We have to give back. Everybody counts or nobody counts. And that's got to be part of leadership. By Procore taking the lead on this scholarship program and partnering with AGC as a Grand Slam home run. Well, I'm Bob Bowen, chairman and founder of Bowen Engineering. We can make a real difference in our industry, in our community, in our society. We're a better place to go than Tuskegee or the other HBCUs.
The Lifting the Veil of Ignorance statue represents Booker T. Washington telling all the slaves what they can be in the world. Today, I think the Lifting the Veil statue represents what we're showing the world. Hey, we got great students that can produce great work in all disciplines. HBCUs produce top students. My name is Dr. Shauna L. Rogers. I'm associate professor at Tuskegee University. Right now, diversity is what we need in this country. Specifically construction, we're running out of workers. The more that we are open to diversity, the more we're open to giving these students chances, it'll make everything better. Hey, we're here. It's 11 HBCUs that offer construction science, construction management. All 11 have great students. All 11 are well prepared. You just gotta give them a chance.
Tuskegee didn't start off as a big campus. It started off in a small shack in the back of a church. The focus was always to build the community up. We share in a culture together that it's kind of hard to explain. You gotta live it, you gotta enjoy it. It's the HBCU experience. It's nothing short than beautiful. So my name is Dia Hunter. I am an assistant professor of construction management here at Tuskegee. The students make the institution special. You're gonna deal with students that are brilliant, students who have a mind for construction. They bring diversity.
Back live here inside of Chappie James Arena, getting set for second half action, 40-20 as we get set for third period play. Charles Ward, Dwayne Walker with the call, and Walker, first 20 minutes of basketball really spot on for Coach Wester and the Golden Tigers.
Charles, during her pregame interview, she made a very poignant point. She said Hey, we're not into losing 2 games in a row. We want to bounce right back off of that loss. Let's not get it twisted. Although they've won the first 2 of this 4-game homestand, losing last time out against Kentucky State was not acceptable. I love that attitude. Take a look at some of the first half stats. There you see Tuskegee 78% from the charity stripe, 47% from the field. We'll take that.
Every day of the week. Now if I could just find my glasses. Half-court set for the Lady Marauders of Central State. They'll work it down at the block on their first play on their end of the floor. Promotional with the basket. Working hard on the inside. So her first 2 of the second half. She's got 6 in the ball game. Now Boland, half-court set for Tuskegee. 9:27 left in the third. Boland finished that first half with 11 points. And a jumper out front, way out front, missed, but the backside rebound on a putback on the inside. Good work there by the Marauders at the block. They took control of the block. And Samara Savoy, the freshman, got the space, got the lay-in. He's at the line shooting. Alvin picks up her second personal. And Savoy with that basket, her first of the ball game. 9:11 left. 2 early baskets to start the second half by the Lady Marauders as Bobbitt comes across the timeline for Tuskegee. Sine on a weave to Brittany at the block, picked up there defensively in the corner, pushes back out front as we go to 8:55. And the basketball is loose on the floor, picked up by the Marauders. Up the floor, Nadir missed on the lay-in. McElroy bumped out of bounds real hard as he gave chase to that basketball.
Charles, it was a 20-point lead to begin the third quarter of play. You snap your fingers, and all of a sudden, it's down to 15. So this is a very important possession for the Golden Tigers.
Full court pressure by the Marauders. They saw peak of that late in that first half, but they got a turnover when they went into full court pressure, and they get one here. Out front, Promotional with a jumper, rattled it and missed it. Rebound to Boland. Brittany, hard push, middle of the floor. Defense catching up with her. Over to McElroy. Amac all the way in, runner, front of the iron, but rebound Jasmine, right side, got rid of the ball.
Tough move by Jasmine Manuel, Charles. She really has asserted herself so far in this one in double digits in points already with 11.
42-25, first field goal of the second half for Tuskegee. Rebound, Alana Roberts. She has just been all over the floor for Tuskegee in this basketball game.
Charles, we got to get Ariel McElroy going, Charles. She did not score in the first period, first half of play.
Aaron shot by Malik in the corner. That was chased down by Savoy. Now they go into a half-court set. Glad you could join us on MLK Day here in Tuskegee on the historic Tuskegee campus for Golden Tigers basketball, and a turnover sends it back down the other way. So Tuskegee will have the basketball with 7:33 left in the third.
Turnover story in that first half of play. Tuskegee Golden Tigers committing 10 turnovers.
Roberts deep in the corner for 3. Missed on that shot. Promotional clears for Central State. They'll have it deep in the corner. Good pressure by Tuskegee as they tie up a Miller there, and a whistle. Correction, that's Nadir with the basketball. And tied up in the corner by Malik and McElroy.
Beautiful job of defense over there, Charles. When you have a player locked up in that corner like that, you don't want to foul. What you want to do is what's called the windmill. You just simply hold your hands up, wave them back and forth as a windmill, concentrating on not committing a foul.
Is that kind of like wave your hands in the air?
And wave them like you just don't care.
Till you get a turnover. That's what they got. Back the other way, they got a basket.
First 2-point bucket of the game for Brittany Boland. She's got 14 after scoring 12 in the first half.
Got to check the scores at halftime walk, and they had her listed at 11 points So maybe one of those three-pointers they deemed to be only a 2 in that first half of play. And the basket down in the corner. And this is Nadir. The basket.
2-on-1.
3 on that one. Boland foul on extended spinner there by her. Okay, just 2 on the shot by Nadir. All alone inside, Promotional to the glass and got the lane. That's a breakdown defensively there for Tuskegee.
Got to be honest, Charles. I've been impressed with Promotional's footwork down below in the paint. Talking to their coach, Kathy Parsons, she says that her 4s and 5s are coming on. They're coming into their own, and they certainly are this afternoon.
Yeah, Promotional's turning a fine performance to junior from Dayton. 6:10 remains in the third. Tuskegee's lead cut to 44-30. Take a time out here on the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Hey, future business leader. Launch your success story at one of the nation's premier HBCUs. Learn cutting-edge practices and feed your entrepreneurial spirit. Tuskegee University. We get the business of business education.
Fans, I'm Anthony Holloman, Commissioner of the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference, and this is the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Back live here inside Chappie James Arena. Tuskegee with a 44-30 lead over the Lady Marauders of Central State. Tuskegee at over 43% shooting from the floor, 17 of 39 shooting. Marauders of Central State's 12 of 43 from the floor. Second half action as Boland across the timeline with the basketball. McElroy handles behind the arc.
Charles, she should be able to take advantage of that matchup against Abigail Peterson. Got to take care of the basketball, Ariel. Abigail doing a nice job. Peterson pressing up on McElroy and causing a turnover.
Turnover number 13 for Tuskegee.
Now, all 3 turnovers so far this half have been lackadaisical turnovers. Elena Roberts not taking care of the basketball sufficiently enough, and on that one we see McElroy doing the same thing. Got to protect the ball.
Russell's on the entry pass. Samaya Abdur-Rahim out on the floor now for Tuskegee. Jara Jang out there as well. Full court pressure by the Lady Marauders. Samaya right side all the way through. Nice head fake there. Almost traveled with the basketball. Has a little wry smile on her face as she lost her shoe.
Yeah.
Trying to pound it back in there. Roberts at the block, trying to pound one to the rack. Missed on the shot though.
A little too deep, Charles, inside.
Half court at the mid-stripe now. This is Phillips at the free throw line, and a whistle's 3-second violation there for the Lady Marauders.
We've seen, Charles, so far, Elena Roberts run the floor. And on this last sequence, Charles, she posted up the smaller guard and tried to create a mismatch. Unfortunately, she was a little too deep underneath the basket to have enough space to make her move. Ran out of room.
Layton had it tapped in the backcourt by Peterson. It'll stay with Tuskegee.
Peterson, real pesky, Charles. Second on the team in steals with 25.
Boland up the floor. Trinity across the timeline. Right side, Elena. Whistle, and they got it for the travel there. She has been on the move all game long. That time started a little too soon. Timeout, 4:53 left in the third. Tuskegee with a 44-30 lead over the Lady Marauders of Central State. Booster Digital Displays is a proud supporter of Golden Tigers basketball on the Golden Tigers Sports Network. As the exclusive provider of the digital scores table inside here at Chappie James Center and the new Jumbotron at Abbott Stadium. Booster Digital Displays is committed to boosting Tuskegee athletics. For more information on the affordable and innovative Booster digital displays product line. You can visit www.boosterdisplays.com. And Walker?
Without the E. Booster without the E.
All right. Boosters digital display, supporter of Tuskegee Athletics. Tuskegee supporting themselves here in this basketball game. 42.5% shooting from the floor, 17 of 40. Turnover starting to inch up just a little bit for the Golden Tigers at 14. Last couple of minutes by virtue of that Lady Marauders press.
And Charles, today, Martin Luther King holiday we're celebrating. Wanted to try to go through some notes, Charles, and find out if there were any instances where Martin Luther King Jr. was on campus here at Tuskegee. Some historical value.
Oh, good call. You would think that he would have to have traveled here at some point.
At some point in some time. Yes, sir.
Abdul-Rahim wide open. It's Jang on the other end of the floor and just took her eyes off the rock.
That's okay, young lady. That's okay. A little overexcited. She was wide open, Charles. Just couldn't handle the hot potato. We'll give her some grace here.
All right. 4:25 left in the third. We'll go back the other way. 44-30. Tuskegee still leading it. Half court set. They try to bounce it inside to Bronow. It's kicked out of bounds.
And Charles, on that instance with Jang, again, she was a little too far away from the basket to do anything with it, so she got so excited. So if you're the guard, you want to get her moving towards the basket. I know you want to head person the basketball, but in that case, you got to wait a half second.
Nadir, that three-pointer got away from her, shot an air ball on the other side of the cylinder. Abdul-Rahim back the other way. Back bowling for three. Count it for Brittany.
Ooh. Charles, she has 5 3-point baskets tonight. She's got 17 points overall. She's stroking.
Coming off a 17-point performance against the Thoroughbreds earlier this week, along with 3 rebounds. Continuing to have her numbers inch up. Right now, 11th in the conference in scoring. Has another opportunity here. Foul on extended Trinity. Lost it momentarily. Back to Brittany. Now Layton in the corner. She's on the move. Jumper by Layton. Whistles.
Yeah, Charles, looks like she got smacked on the arm by, well, they say it went to Nadir. And for Nadir, that is her 3rd personal foul, Charles.
So Trinity to the line to shoot. She had finished that first half with 4 points and collects that first free throw here. First score here in the second half of play.
Charles, really like the way she has responded. She came into this one shooting 60% from the line, but she's been lights out from the line tonight, 3 of 3, and she's got 5 points. Now make it 6.
Good shooter's roll on the second free throw. Couple of subs back out on the floor now for Coach Western. Jasmine Manuel back out. Today Bobbitt out on the floor. So it's Boland, Bobbitt, Manuel, Layton, and Rahim out on the floor. Half court set for the Lady Marauders. Lewis pushes up top to Bronow. Nice head fake there by Bronow. All the way to the rack. Missed on the shot there, but a good fake by her out front.
Oh, yeah. Very rarely used shot fake too, Charles.
Brittany Boland sliding in the second base. As Nadir picks up that foul, that'll be her 4th.
Charles, Brittany Boland looked like she was heading to second base for a steal. That was a pretty good slide. She might consider softball here with the
almost had a pop up on it too, Walker, after the slide.
What'd you call that? It's a stand-up. When you slide, you kind of stand up all in one motion.
Right. That pop-up, you just set the technique off all the way with that. She's calling for the basketball out front now. Over to Abdul-Rahim. Off of a screen. Samaya trying to slide all the way down to the block, and she drew the foul at the baseline by Bronow.
That's called basketball IQ. You're going against a slower player in Jaquel Bronow. And what you want to do, you want to try to get her out as quickly as possible. You cause that contact, give the foul to Bronow. Or give the foul to Sis now, I should say.
Miller back out on the floor, replacing Bronow.
Out front bowling, they left her alone. Brittany missed on the shot right side. Rebound, Jasmine, hard put back by her and a whistle inside.
Samara Savoy didn't agree with that call, but it was an excellent call. And Jasmine Manuel, her technique on rebounding that basketball, Charles, she didn't try to grab it right away. She tapped the ball up to herself and then grabbed the basketball.
Come on up here where I am if you can, right?
Right.
Jasmine, first free throw, knocks that one down.
She's really been impressive so far this season from the line, Charles.
Yeah, she really has. Leads the team from there.
Right on cue, Charles. That's her 5th made free throw already in this game, as Tuskegee now enjoys their largest lead of the contest. They're up by 21.
Half-court set now for the Lady Marauders. Out top, Peterson pushes a 3, back of the iron, but she'll get the rebound there. Across the floor they go, and inside with the basket is Phillips. On the right side with the left-hand lay-in.
Oh, Diamond Phillips, a little spinorama right there, all in one motion to put it up with her left hand.
Bowling, Rahim, soft spot on that right side for Samaya, and she knocked it down, answering that basket.
That mid-range game, she's been answering that, like I said, since the early January this year.
53-32, 2:02 remains in the third. Crowd will likely call there as Jones can't keep her footing. And we go back the other way, Tuskegee with the hoop basketball. Full court pressure by Central State. Brittany inbounds it to Trinity. Trinity trying to slide through the defense. Got it over to Brittany across the timeline. Abdul Rahim, here she is in space. Floater, back of the iron. Rebound, Manuel tapped it and got it over to Bobbitt. Bobbitt back to Boland. Rimmer, front of the iron, and Jasmine clears another. Another look for the Golden Tigers. Jasmine down low. Good work at the block by Jasmine.
Oh, yeah. Textbook, Charles. She has looked phenomenal this afternoon.
Yeah, very determined about her approach toward the basket. Whistles down on the inside. On a foul call there. It's likely Sine will call it on Jasmine instead.
Now, that was manual. That was a I'll take that. I'll take that under these circumstances.
Only her second with 1:17 left in the third. We're talking about a performance on the offensive end of the floor. She's not taking a second look, wondering whether I should go ahead and try to drive toward the basket. She's just made up her mind that she's doing it. First opportunity, she puts her hands on the basketball.
Right, and Charles, that was actually a smart foul. I'll take that, send them to the line to earn those two. The Golden Tigers in no danger right now of going over the bonus with under with 1:15 to play and just the second team foul for the squad.
Boland out front, works it on to Peterson. She'll slide all the way through. Now down in the corner to Bobbitt for 3. Sine left it on the front iron, but guess who's there with the backside rebound? Jasmine got it, lost it momentarily, got it over to Bobbitt, and Bobbitt able to finish left side.
Hey, Bobbitt got it on the board for the first time this afternoon. First 2 for her.
So Bobbitt starting that play with a jumper as a takeaway here in a half-court set back to Tuskegee. And worked her way all the way on the other side of the floor to finish with the lay-in. 32 seconds left in the third. Brittany on the move. Nice pass right side. Soft jumper there by Jasmine, showing the mid-range gain as well. Racking up the points here, Walk.
17 for Miss Manuel so far.
Entry pass at the block. They throw it away back to Tuskegee. 3-on-2 basketball. Trinity trying to run it down. She does. Right side and got the lay-in. Nice soft lead pass there from Samaya Abdur-Rahim. And the freshman Trinity able to finish. At the buzzer, Tuskegee stretching its lead. 61-34 over the Lady Marauders of Central State. We'll take a timeout. Back with the fourth here on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Hey, future business leader. Launch your success story at one of the nation's premier HBCUs. Learn cutting-edge practices and feed your entrepreneurial spirit. Tuskegee University. We get the business of business education.
This is Benji Taylor, head basketball coach for Tuskegee University, and you are watching the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Are you looking for education that leads to career success and something more? We are Tuskegee University, one of the nation's top-ranked HBCUs. We believe in education to fulfill your purpose. Here, you work hard because you dream harder. By pursuing your purpose, you will make a difference. Are you ready for something big? Let's get started.
Make our way into the fourth period of play here at Tuskegee with a 61-34 lead over the Lady Marauders of Central State. Tuskegee trying to avenge that loss to the Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State a couple of nights ago. Trying to make this homestand a 3-1 effort as they get set to head on the road next Saturday. Next Saturday will be in Memphis, Tennessee, to meet the Magicians of Lemoyne-Owens College. Outside with the jumper. Malik with a jumper from outside, her first basket of the second half.
Samara Savoy answering back, Charles. She's got a half dozen points for the Central State Marauders.
Whistles. And a foul called in the front court. It'll be Samara Savoy, the freshman, getting hit with that foul.
Samara Savoy with her third personal foul, first team foul in this quarter.
Abdur-Rahim handles on the inbound. Back out to Jara. Jara back to Samayo. Three-pointer there. Rare for her to take one that far out. Missed on the shot, but she got a rebound. Tried to bounce it back there on the inside to Kylie Brown. Kylie is there. And Kylie's taking a couple of extra steps on the inside. Turned it over.
Good call, Charles. She picked up her feet while getting caught up. And, Charles, I know you mentioned about Abdur-Rahim taking three-pointers, Charles. 3 of 17 coming into today, so a very rare look for her.
Half-court set now for Central State. Down in the corner, Savoy spins back out with a pass up top to Shorts. Now they try to go inside, but they went too far across the floor to try to find Miller, and it's turned over on the out of bounds.
Jaquel Brunel saying, my fault, my fault, my fault on that high pass.
Abdur-Rahim quickly across the timeline. Nice fake there to the rack right side. That's her space there. That's within her range.
Oh, man, that was gorgeous on that fake. 10 double digits for Abdur-Rahim, 10 points.
Take away in a backcourt set. Tuskegee with it back on there into the floor now as we push down to 8:25 remaining. Samaya, floater right side, back of the iron on the shot. Rebound fought for, cleared by Miller for Central State. Bro now spins a three-pointer from way outside. Jara with a good screen out down low of Savoy, and the basketball coming back over to Tuskegee.
Charles, this trip down the floor, the Golden Tigers can extend this lead to over 30.
Good confidence builder for them after that large margin of defeat against the Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State to come back here this afternoon and put a dust so far on the Marauders of Central State. Call that one on Roberts. Their second personal in the ball game. And Roberts has been a real big difference for Tuskegee in this basketball game. Shorts out front for the Marauders. Up top, Miller. Hard push by her in the paint. Shot rejected by Jane on the inside, but a whistle. We'll give her with the foul. Still got to get a little bit used to this, Walker. I'm looking down the score sheet here, the ones we keep up here for ourselves. And when Jara makes a play, you're looking down the roster, and you're looking for something with a J, right?
Right.
But
okay.
It's not there.
I thought you were going to say something about plus minus.
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to leave you alone. I think we hit you so hard last time. Had people calling in about, man, give the guy a break, all right? Foul line extended. Abdul-Rahim misses on that one. Haven't said anything rough to you today at all, brother.
Oh, you talked about going down the score sheet. Here he goes. Here he goes. The plus minus.
Oh, yeah, we're not going to even bring that one up. That's a conversation for next basketball season.
Jaquel Brownell. Man, that foul went to Roberts. Third personal on her. It'll send Brownell back to the free throw line. Brownell so far with 5 field goals. Speaking of what, Charles?
Speaking of this plus-minus conversation we had
Yeah.
before, have you found anybody else in the world? I won't even say the States. Let me give you more latitude. The world that pays any attention to that other than you.
Maybe not, Ward. Maybe not.
Abdul-Rahim in the corner. Malik, they'll pay attention to her. She's down a 3 in the corner.
Michaela Malik lighting it up from three-point range. 7th three-point made basket of the year for her.
Nice work on the pass. That'll be an assist for Abdul-Rahim and Michaela able to finish.
Michaela averaging, Charles, 5 points a game, 4.8. She's got 7 in this one so far.
Left side with the jumper. That one's off the mark by Short. Abdul-Rahim, basketball, left side, 4-on-2 basketball. Floater inside the paint. It's good by Samaya.
And Charles, at this point, her 12th point of the game. Now the Golden Tigers are simply running the Marauders off the floor. Several times down, they'll have 5-on-3 breaks in the transition. Marauders not getting back on defense. They're being exposed right now.
Indeed, they are. They try to dump it down low at the block right side. They got it there to Brownell.
Yep.
And she draws a crowd.
Charles Big brings the ball down into that lower extremity area. Guard comes in and takes the ball. That should be an automatic. So for you players watching at home, whenever Big has the ball and they start up high, as soon as they bring it down, you make your move and dive in and put your hands on the basketball. Nine times out of 10, that official's going to call that a jump ball. They're going to penalize the Big for bringing that ball down.
Now the key is once you see it headed down, just jump right away. Get your hands inside the fray, and a good thing will happen for you defensively. Miller, right side. Brown took it away. Nice defensive work there by Kylie for Tuskegee. Malik down at the block. They got Roberts. Roberts too far under the cylinder, missed on the shot. Here comes Shorts back the other way for Central State. Foul line extended with her jumper. Down low, basketball out of bounds.
That last play down low by Kylie Brown, that steal she picked up. First one on the campaign for her, so she's on the stat sheet. 30-point lead now with 5:35 to play in regulation. Golden Tigers dominating 70-40.
Fifth place team in the West Division, the Marauders of Central State, as Abdul-Rahim floats one in the paint. This one's off the mark. Came in looking for a better result. Right now, Tuskegee just handing it to him. Nadir on the move at the block. Manuel at the baseline blocked that one and out of bounds. It'll stay with Central State with good job of protection down low by Jasmine. Nadir slides through the defense, somehow able to control that shot and got it to the cylinder to bank it in.
Looked like a travel to me, Charles, but she was creative with it. She's got a half dozen points.
Take away by Maros and Central State from Tuskegee. Peterson on the move on Brown. Kylie trying to catch up. They'll get her for riding, trying to catch up with Peterson on the penetration left side. That's just her first. 4:48 remaining in the contest. All Tuskegee, 70-42 over the Marauders of Central State. We'll take a break here on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Hey, future business leader. Launch your success story at one of the nation's premier HBCUs. Learn cutting-edge practices and feed your entrepreneurial spirit. Tuskegee University. We get the business of business education.
Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easy to get what you need and have fun out there. Get free shipping at academy.com or get free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store.
Golden Tiger fans, I'm Gerald Long, General Manager of the Utilities Board of Tuskegee. Thank you for watching the Golden Tiger Sports Network. Go Tigers!
Thanks to the Utility Board of Tuskegee. I actually got a representative from Utilities Board here at today's ball game. Actually able to provide us with some snacks up here in the production side.
That's right, Charles. Miss Frida, who's down there at the table, can't see her in that shot right there, as well as Miss Linda, sitting in the very top row, that first section.
Yeah, glad to have them out here on Martin Luther King Day. Hope you're enjoying your holiday. Chance to reflect back on contributions.
Got to get it over.
10 seconds violation there that Dr. King has made to this nation and the world. Kind of a unique, different type holiday, if you will. It's not so much celebratory, it's more recognition and reflection of his contribution.
Also the spirit of service as well on the King holiday.
Yeah. That's what he was all about. Jumper Peterson out front, missed on that shot. Morose gives chase.
Charles Peterson is frustrated so far. She's only got 5 points according to my score sheet, and she just hasn't been in a rhythm. She's the team's leading scorer, but has struggled so far this afternoon.
Indeed, she got those 5 really early in the basketball game as well. Trinity, half-court set at the block. Jasmine, she's got to step on Morose, goes across the floor instead to Sine. She can't run it down.
Now, I will say this, on that particular play, Manuel would have been better served to shoot that basketball. She spent a couple seconds in the post, tried to pass it across side, and stayed in the lane. So either it was going to be a converted basket or a 3-second violation.
We'll take a look now at some of the Tuskegee softball players making it inside Chappie James Arena. They're practicing today and coming in to support basketball here at Tuskegee. It's the one thing you'll find is that there's a great camaraderie amongst the various programs in terms of athletics at Tuskegee. And softball showing their wares coming in this afternoon. We'll have coverage of Tuskegee softball coming up here in the spring. Set to announce that schedule here shortly. And
there they are, Charles.
The other way, good shot of them coming in. Inside Chappie James. Great day for practice too outside. Coming over today, I'm driving over. It's like, man, I gotta have a sweater on, and jumped out. It's like, boy, no, I don't.
Right,
Beautiful.
right. In some parts of the country, it's snowing, Charles.
Yeah.
Snowing so bad they're canceling some events. Of course, whenever you're going to cancel something, you should definitely let people know about it, as opposed to, making up a story. Oh yeah, you got to feel for the broadcasters doing that game in Buffalo, New York. See all that snow? I remember the blizzard of 70. I remember the blizzard of 77, Charles. The snow, I promise you, was up to like the roof of our house.
Oh, really?
Yes. Oh yeah, I remember it clearly. How do we get out?
Yes.
We got ahead of it. When we came back, we saw that's how high it got. We actually stayed at a Holiday Inn. That's what makes me so smart now, Charles. We stayed in a Holiday Inn Express. Back then,
Is that what happened?
That's what
Threw
happened.
you off the roof?
My parents may have dropped me on my head a couple times, too.
Back to action on the floor. That's Layla Chrisman with her first basket of the ball game.
It's christening for her.
Yeah, it's
Time
running
up.
up that way now, Walker. In terms of the ball game that's slated for tonight, I know you're a big Bills fan.
Oh, yeah. I'm a huge Bills fan. Had an opportunity to work with the organization once upon a time during our Super Bowl runs. Yeah.
Kelly eras.
I'm sorry?
Quarterback, Jim Kelly.
Oh, yeah. Jim Kelly was the quarterback back then. Thurman Thomas.
Yeah.
Who else? Andre Reed.
Yeah.
Charles, those were during my partying games. We would actually, listen, quick story. After Bills games, we would go to Jim Kelly's house to party after victories. So after the game, we would check out Lee's Barbecue. We would check out Lee's Barbecue out in the parking lot. players would come in, the biscuit, who went to went to Alabama, he would come by the trailer. Bruce Smith, Thurman Thomas, and then after we go to Jim Kelly's and party all night long.
Oh, boy. A lot of name dropping there.
Ah, well, you brought it up, Charles, not me.
Bobbitt for 3. That long-range shot is off the mark. Emmanuel collects another rebound for Tuskegee. Abdur-Rahim going to take another crack at a 3. Oh, yeah.
Charles, she stroked that one with confidence, and her teammates on the bench, they were encouraging her to stroke that. She did just that. Charles, she's got 15 points, just 2 games removed from scoring 20.
Sure. She has really settled into that role of coming in off the bench as a 6th player.
And we've seen that in Coach Deontay Wester's lineup so far this year, where Jasmine Manuel started the first 6 games and then came off the bench for another 6. And we saw Abdur-Rahim start the first 9 games before taking on a sinus issue, and we've seen her come off the bench in fine fashion.
Peterson gets the free throw, so she gets the 3-pointer the hard way, got the lay-in and the foul.
Meanwhile, on the other side, Charles, Coach Kathy Parsons, she started every one of her players at least one time during the course of this season.
So, Abdur-Rahim one more time for Tuskegee. Floater inside the paint, got another field goal. We're at 2:06 left. Floater inside the paint, that one rolls good for Chrisman. So Chrisman got a back-to-back field goals for her. Bobbitt right side. Zane spins it over Moreau's right side, and she gets a basket.
Charles, they need to slow down because I'm trying to write all this information down, and they're going a little too quickly for me now. Showing my age.
I think you're about a little bit far behind now.
Oh, there it is,
screen.
Charles.
This is what's going up in your neck of the woods, Walker.
Orchard Park, New York. I want you to see where those trailers and buses are back over there. That's where we would party, son, after the game, before the games, barbecue. Oh, it was fantastic up there in Buffalo.
I don't know if they're doing any partying over there today, though.
Oh, yes, there were. Look, we jumping off tables, breaking tables. It's the whole experience, I'm telling you. Bill's Mafia.
Bobbitt with a basket. Nice screen there, Eric. Put him back in the mood of being at home. Right side, Peterson.
Okay.
Good basket by her. Comes alive here after you started talking about her.
Yes, sir. Peterson starting to come alive. And why is all this talk about Buffalo? Look, there's a tie-in, okay? There's a tie-in from Buffalo. My parents are actually from Alabama, Birmingham, Eufaula, Alabama, as well as Birmingham, Alabama, okay? Daniel Page College, as well as Preco High School. So we do have ties.
I want to ask you a question after this shot inside to the glass by Rahim.
Sure.
I heard producer Eric Tabor talking about the fact that the Buffalo is home to the Buffalo Wings. And
yes.
The shot there in the corner by Nadir is off the mark. But I read something a couple of weeks ago that said that's not necessarily the case, that Buffalo is the home of the Buffalo Wing.
I got to listen.
So you're not
hold on a second. Now listen. It depends how technical you want to be, because you know that back in our history, I'll talk African American history, they took the wing that was considered like a scrap, like not important parts of the chicken, and actually did something with it. You follow what I'm saying? So I'm going to, sometimes history can be hijacked.
Yep,
put it to you like that.
Okay.
But that's what they're saying. A lot of people want to credit it with the Anchor Bar in Buffalo, New York, but like I said, man, there are certain things that you definitely have to do research on. You follow what I'm saying?
Sure. I don't know how I came across it, but there were a couple of portions of the country that were claiming dibs on the Buffalo Wing.
Well, listen, man, it's all about history at the end of the day.
It's all about some good wings, too. So.
Well, yeah, for sure. I made some last night, to be truthful with you, man. Remember I told you I went to the store last night? I got the Sweet Baby Ray's wing sauce for the wings last night.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. Right side with just a few seconds remaining. Tuskegee solidly putting this one in the win column. Samaya out front. She has had a good second half. Fired a jumper before the violation. 4 seconds left. So Tuskegee will push Ismark to 9-4. And more importantly, Golden Tigers got to go to 6-3 in SIAC play. So the defending champs, 3-1 here in a homestand against 4 opponents as we take a look at the stats from this 4th game here this afternoon.
Now, Charles, an exemplary effort from the free throw line. Look at that 84.6% jumping off the page right there, Charles.
The best we've seen all season.
Oh, yes. 31 of 70 from the field, 44.3%, 28.6 from 3. Look at the rebounding story, Charles. 53 to 38. That's a resounding stat. Sharing the basketball, 17 assists. Don't like that turnover ratio, that turnover stat right there, but winning solves a lot.
Yep.
And Coach Wester made it a point of emphasis. Hey, we ain't trying to lose no 2 games back and back. We haven't done it all year. Don't want to start it now, and they delivered. I want to know who you give the belt to, Charles.
Yeah,
who do you give that belt to? I'm going to say Jasmine Manuel. She's going to be at the top of my list.
Yeah, I would think she has to be the impact player of the ball game. We'll get that belt for her work just throughout the contest.
Abdul Rahim also, too.
Yeah.
It's a toss-up.
Well, I don't think she's going to split that belt. But
no, you wouldn't be able to tear that belt in half.
Take that to the metal shop.
Right.
We'll find out. We're going to talk to her perhaps at halftime of the men's game. By then, she'll have made the award. But the award goes overall to the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. They win it 79-55 over the Lady Marauders of Central State. Tuskegee now 9-4 and 6-3 in SIAC play. Marauders 7-9 on the campaign, and they fall below 500 at 4-5 in SIAC play. Tuskegee wins it 79-55. We take a time out here. Get you set for men's action. That's just ahead on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.